I've been waiting 12 long years for this game to be released. What does this ability do? Unto Sky, it's called. Oh my goodness.
And the game of the year is...
Hello, it's me, Ben Friend. The first 30 seconds is the most important for retention on a YouTube video. If you stay to the end, I'll give you $100. Dragon's Dogma 2 isn't just good, it's great. And I think this boils down to 3 factors: AI companion interaction, the weight of combat, and unimposed exploration, which are all extensions of the original Dragon's Dogma. 12 years ago, as a young lad, I played a video game, Dragon's Dogma. The way I described this game as a teenager was a combination of Devil May Cry and Skyrim. I came to find out that Hideaki Itsuno, who directed Dragon's Dogma, is the guy behind Devil May Cry 3, 4, and 5. Also Devil May Cry 2, which he came in halfway through development. But Devil May Cry 2 is an underbaked turd. Itsuno knew it was a turd he was trying to polish, so before the game even shipped, he asked Capcom if he could direct another one from start to finish. And dang it, it is so spicy. Why am I fond of the PlayStation 2? Because of Shadow of the Colossus and Devil May Cry 3. Why am I fond of the PlayStation 3? Because of Uncharted 2 and 3, Metal Gear Solid 4, and you guessed it, Dragon's Dogma. In 2019, I got my dream of an Itsuno-directed Devil May Cry 5, and in 2024, I got an Itsuno-directed Dragon's Dogma 2. Life is good, guys. Life is good. We even got a space exploration game from the guys who made Skyrim, except that it was atrocious. It made no attempt to live in the future. It made no steps to push the medium forward. It did everything it does worse than other games do it. Starfield was in development for 8 years and never stopped making me cry. Dragon's Dogma 2 was in development for 5 years and has yet to stop blowing my dang mind. Did that ogre just grab an NPC and run away with them? Time for the popular 90s sentence-completing game show. Did that. Did that pawn just catch me when I fell off a cliff? Did that griffin just fly away with me on its back? Did that pawn just murder my informant and now I need to bring him back to life? Did that woman murder her husband because he was pretending to be a peasant? Segue, why am I still mad about Starfield? It's because I'm still playing Skyrim. Granted, it's in VR, and it's fun. I love it. Starfield was supposed to be the future, but it's worse than the past. Todd Howard has betrayed me for the last time. But Hideaki Itsuno is a true gamer's game maker. Dragon's Dogma 2 did step into the future. Better animations, better interactions, better AI, better side quests, better dialogue, better combat. Everything is better than it was in Dragon's Dogma 1.
Anything and everything, all of the time.
This game has some interesting and incredible advances in NPC capability. You're the Arisen, the guy who is marked by the dragon and is supposed to fight for the world. These beings from beyond the rift fight at your command, the pawns. They're not human and don't have a soul and only exist to fight for the Arisen. You can have 3 of these NPCs in your party, one that you create and one you hire from other players. When your pawn levels up, you pick their abilities just like you pick your own. Give them all offensive magic and they'll be more offensive than South Park. Give them all support magic and they'll be more supportive than your therapist. Give them a mix of the two, and they'll try to use South Park as a framework to unpackage your trauma.
We were just discussing ideas of what to do with the new Prince Eric movie.
Put a chick in it, make her gay!
This interaction we're about to see flabbergasted me and made me forget about how Starfield is such donkey dookie. I can't get up this cliff. I would have to take a long trek around the other side of this mountain. I can't get up there, and I'm mad about it. Then one of the pawns I heard announces,
"A skill of mine could be of use in this situation. Might I be of assistance?"
The game tutorializes you early on that if a pawn is suggesting a course of action, all you need to do is say go, and they will follow up with their suggestion. So I confusedly said, go, go, go.
I mean, this was the fighter making this suggestion, and how does she even know I need to get up this mountain, right?
What is she doing? Whoa! That just saved me like 20 minutes of backtracking around this mountain. This, honestly, was incredible. I was so impressed by this. This only happened because someone stuck that skill on their pawn, and I happened to have them in my party when I was passing by this spot. The AI sees an impassable barrier, directs the NPC companion to make a suggestion. I respond, and now...
I believe I can fly.
Well, this is amazing game design. And the pawns don't just do these sorts of interactions with you, they do them with each other. Okay, maybe that was not the time to use that skill.
Okay, they're not always geniuses. This pawn is as stupid at aiming as I am.
This pawn tried to make friends with the deer. Hey, you get away from him, you nasty deer. I'm falling to my death, and this pawn asks,
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to...
A very astute observation. Thank you for your input. But more frequently, I'm surprised by their intelligence instead of their idiocy. Tackling someone who is aggressing me. Crawling up an ogre's prone, flabby body to tag team stab him in the face. I don't know anymore if we're the heroes or the villains. Just straight up picking up an enemy and throwing it at another enemy. Hadouken! This tall, gangly woman? She was named M. Bison. I was excited to see a recreation of the hit Street Fighter character M. Bison. But instead, out popped a tall, gangly redhead. Then she announced that she knew the path to the quest objective I was working on. Now she's running away at the speed of sound. Funny fact about this game. The taller your character, the faster your run speed. So now I have a Titanic scarecrow running away at Mach 7. Typically, I hate AI companions in games.
Hello there.
Starfield is, in a nutshell, everything it needed to be and much more than we could have hoped for. Bethesda has my children pleased by it, or I'll never see them again.
Skyrim has like 72 available followers, Fallout 3 has 8, Fallout 4 has 13. That's 93 possible followers, and their AI is all dumber than a box of rocks. I almost never used companions in any of the Bethesda games. Well, except in the Fallouts, so I could get their story quests. But as soon as I was finished with the quest, I would jettison them faster than a rat jettisons its own body towards a proximally close Cheeto. They're poorly designed and entirely uninteresting. But the pawns in Dragon's Dogma made even the staunchest of AI companion haters soften his heart. How can you stay mad at an AI companion after you tag team combo an enemy together like it's Marvel vs. Capcom?
Hyper Combo KO! Team Aerial Combo!
I'm not done yet!
Variable Combination KO!
They're so interesting and dynamic. Did that pawn just grappling hook
that leaping goblin out of the air seconds before he impacted with my face, you can stay in the party. Did that pawn just double boop 2 goblins off a cliff? You can stay in the party. Hold still. Hold. A little bit to the left. Don't move.
Nice.
You can stay in the party. These sorts of AI interactions are the future. I declare that the future is now, and my distaste for AI companions has been ameliorated. Starfield, be banished back to the pit whence ye came. The pawns are crazy, but what can you do as the player of the video game? These pawns best not be upstaging me in quest for glory. Nay, they have not the capacity, because my propensity to be glorious is altogether great and terrible. The focus of this game's combat is weight. You jump off a cliff doing a Link down air imitation? You best be timing that jump arc, or you're out of luck. But if you do time that jump arc, oh diggity dang it, the weight. A lot of that weightiness comes from the committal nature of your attacks. You can't animation cancel mid-combo. Which is decidedly un-Devil May Cry. High-level Devil May Cry is an animation-canceling extravaganza. But because you can't animation cancel in Dragon's Dogma, each attack feels important and deliberate, both from you and from the enemies. When you make a dramatic mistake, you get obliterated. My character literally can't even walk anymore until a pawn comes to help me up. But when I knock down the enemy, then it's your turn to be the obliterator.
So much blood! You are no match for me! Run, cowards! Yeah!
Anytime you stun an enemy as demarcated by this sonic wave effect, you can follow up with one of your heavy attacks, and you're in command grab animation beat down city. Same thing if an enemy is prone. And it all feels weighty and amazing, regardless of what class you're playing. Here is an experiment. What if I Izuna drop off this cliff onto this ogre? What will happen? You see that flash? How incredible is that? The game took into account the distance of my descending body and stunned this ogre on impact. I seriously just keep getting surprised by this flippin' game. Shadow of the Colossusing enemies is wild and exciting. Every time I land a Link down air, it's extremely exhilarating. Stabbing a beast while clinging to its face is as fun as it is fantastic. This game is not afraid to be out of this world. And similar to Helldivers 2, it's not afraid to ragdoll the ever-living crap out of you and your pawns in pursuit of that hefty, weighty feeling.
Russian Tooth Fairy has come for all your teeth! Rise from your grave.
But you, in turn, can ragdoll the crap out of enemies. The Mystic Spearhand class has an ability entirely dedicated to ragdolling enemies.
That's telekinesis, Kyle! How about the power of flight? Does it do anything for you? Come fly with me, fly!
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Now granted, it will pick up physics objects in the environment, but what's the most frequently encountered physics object in the game? That's right, it's enemies. This deer attacked my pond. Deer count as enemies. The goats maybe aren't enemies, but they just have really freaky looking eyeballs. Just look at those things. That one wasn't on me. I did not do that. There is another form of telekinesis that is forbidden. Muscle power.
Muscle power for you! Goblins, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Mission complete!
But the enemies also have muscle power.
My iron body is invincible! No escape! You're going for a ride! Yahaha! Muscle was not built in a day! Yeah! This is the strongest muscle! Come at me with more next time! Here I come! Yeah! You have to train body more! Muscle is always waiting to be trained! Yeah! Yet that is the power of my muscles!
It feels insane when you get ragdolled or command grabbed. So it feels even that much more amazing when you ragdoll the giant enemies right back. Oh my heck, this game is the greatest game.
It was a glorious success.
Committal controls, command grabs, hefty animations, it all makes the game feel weightier than Lizzo on pizza night. And the combat isn't just all samey like you might expect when you see that there are 10 different classes in the game, each with 10 different skills, plus secret mega skills. For example, fighting a dragon as a fighter, I'm like, I don't know, shielding its attacks? But as a mystic spearhead, I use this move, then I use this move. Now we're Devil May crying up in this RPG. Then if I'm playing Archer, I can I don't want to play Archer anymore. Then the final piece of the Dragon's Dogma 2 puzzle. Unimposed exploration. This game frequently doesn't tell you where you're going or what you're doing. It gives you the quest objective that says, go forth into the world and be free. I've got a quest to get to the capital, but what if I throw this guy into the flesh-eating bacteria water? Oh crap, I didn't actually want to do that. I need him to get through this checkpoint.
All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Now I understand what type of game this is. There's a big old world full of caves and monsters and majesty. Go and explore it. Breath of the Wild, original Skyrim. These are the vibes. As you go around, you naturally run into people to do side quests. This guy right here is complaining about bows. What if I talk to him? Whoa, that led to this big old quest about elves. I didn't need to talk to him. I didn't know it was a big old quest. He just was standing there and said something, so I talked to him. Unimposed exploration. Here is a guy in the slums asking for donations. What happens if I donate a bunch of money to him? I don't know if this will lead to anything.
but the game keeps surprising me.
Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter.
Whoa, now I get a quest? Unimposed exploration. What if I just jump across these ruined columns? It's a cave! Unimposed exploration! The quests, the map, the characters, it just lets you go for it. Here's this beggar. The quest is to figure out how he's making his money. I just waited in front of him for 30 minutes until I found him changing into beggar's clothes. Unimposed exploration. It's everything I wished Starfield had been, but way, way better. You want the future of RPGs? Dragon's Dogma 2 is the future. Also, you know, Baldur's Gate 3, but Dragon's Dogma 2 is the future of RPGs. And the future is bright. Huge shout-outs to my friend Rees for writing that jingle. I love it. You can find his recently released album, Recrudescence, in the link below. Recrudescence? What does that even mean, Rees? You are crazy! It's an incredible album, I love it, and you should check it out. Thanks for watching, bye!